And y'all let us know in the chat as well, man, which position group you guys feel is the strongest out there. I know y'all, and my boxing people out there, I know y'all, they talking about Canelo because Canelo got beat this weekend as well, bro. yeah. He got, yes. I was definitely kind of surprised, not all the way surprised, but it was definitely a shocker that it actually happened, though, you know?
Yeah, I didn't see it. People were talking. I was on Twitch whenever I was watching the UFC. People were asking if you were paying attention to the boxing at all. Was it bad? Like, is he done?
No. Canelo's not done. He was going up in weight. So he's bumped up like multiple times to get multiple championships. So he was bumping up. And it's one of them things where you ask yourself, all right, did he just kind of go too far? Because usually for him, the power is always key, but it's stamina. He just, as the fight goes on, he gets stronger and stronger and wears his opponents out. Whereas when he's fighting over the weekend with Bivol, Bivol's a good fighter. Bivol's also a strong fighter. And he also has good cardio, so he wasn't going to fade. And you could just see where it was like, where Canelo typically in the past could lean on, okay, a couple of these punches here and there. That wasn't the case here. You know what I mean? And I think that was more so it, but Canelo was definitely not done. Without a doubt. It's just one of them things you keep bumping up, and you run into one of them dudes, and it's like, nah, this is what I do. This is my weight class. You know, I just got him.
Yeah. Steelers' strongest position then, huh?
Absolutely, man. All right, so go ahead and say quarterback. I know we got Kenny Pickett. I know you love him.
Yeah. It's been the quarterback for the last 18 years.
Yeah.
But I can't just give it to the room.
Why not?
With a rookie in there.
What? Why not?
Trubisky.
Come on, bro.
I can't just give it to quarterback like that.
What? But this is a first round. This is the quarterback.
I would like to.
This is the upgrade we talking about. This is plus one.
I would like to do it. But
+1 is in there, baby.
I'll hold off for now.
Okay.
Let's get a couple weeks into the season.
All right, he's trying to be humble today, guys. All right, I can respect it.
Maybe ask me again. Is Tuitt back on the D-line?
That's the biggest question I had as well. Currently, he's on the roster, man, so you got to roll with him if he's on the roster. But I do share your sentiment, though. Yes.
It's difficult because each position group requires different number of starters for each group, right?
Yeah.
So for defensive line, we got 3.
Yeah.
Safety, 2. Outside linebacker, 2, right?
Yeah.
Are we including depth as well?
Yeah.
Like backups and everything?
Across the board, yeah. Like which position group? Because we also know that, I mean, there's some positions where it's like, man, if one guy were to go down or not look well, or even in the case of our D-line with Tuitt, if he isn't available, what does that depth look like behind him? To everybody, they're going to view it differently. Some guys will be like, I don't care about depth. I just feel confident in this guy. And that's fine as well. But I'm just trying to figure out, what's your thought process? And that's why I asked the chat as well, man, in terms of, how y'all view it. Because some people will view it as, hey, I just like this group or the O-line. We got a lot of new acquisitions, a lot of, veteran players and money. But not everybody is going to be as confident in that group solely because we haven't seen them together or they don't feel like it's enough marquee talent up there. But everybody is different in terms of how they feel about it. That's all.
You can say the same thing about the receivers.
Yeah.
And then even running back, we just have Najee Harris.
Yeah. And
if he's going to be getting 80 to 90% of the snaps, how much do we really need backups that bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I will... Man, see, I've been thinking about this one, man.
You said you have or you haven't?
I have been. I was tossing and turning last night.
You were?
Yeah.
You should have researched,
don't really have a definitive answer.
If you research, it gives you clarity and it will help you relax at night. I don't want you tossing and turning like that, bro.
I'm counting out cornerbacks. I'll count out the quarterback. As much as Najee may have a case, I'll just say because we don't really have much depth around him.
You don't like our backup running back situation right now? You're not feeling Benny Snell Jr., Anthony McFarland Jr., Trey Edmonds and company?
I like Durant. We got to see what he does.
Mateo. I like Mateo. I'm with you on that.
Offensive line. Need to be a little bit more proven.
What? Come on, man. They can't be any worse than the last 2 years.
Receivers, by middle of the season, I think they might have a serious case.
I do feel you on that. Yes, indeed.
The reason I don't really have them against some of the other position groups I'm going to name is because the top 2 doesn't really match up, I don't think. Neither of them are on the level of some of the other position groups, which I'll just
enough.
name right now. Defensive line, like Cam Hayward.
Enough,
Outside linebackers, TJ Watt. Safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
All pros, all Pro Bowlers.
And then I'm obviously counting out the middle linebackers too. We'll get rid of tight end as well. So for me, it really comes down to safety.
No love for the specialists? I'm messing with you. You good. Deke say, yo, I'm talking about everybody but the specialists, all right?
Fair.
Bonds don't matter no more. This is nuts.
It really comes down to safeties, defensive line, and outside linebackers for me.
Okay.
I like the new safety depth, bringing in Casey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So, man, this is really tough, man. This is really tough. And this is what I'm talking about whenever you're breaking down the groups and how many starters. Because we got 3 defensive linemen.
Yeah. And they all rotate. That's the other part with the D-line.
If Tuitt's back, like we have 2 Pro Bowl caliber players if Tuitt's back. With him and Hayward. Alu was playing awesome before injury. But we have to
and Alu from the best draft class ever.
I think we have to throw Alu's there you go.
Come on, man.
I think we have to throw his age into the equation though. TJ Watt's a
time out. Wait a minute. What you mean you got to throw his age into the equation? What are you trying to say?
I mean, for football reasons.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you was calling 34. Oh, I don't think that's trying to say. Okay,
that's like at the peak of male powers.
That's
right?
what I was thinking,
man. A male peaks around 27, 28 to almost 40.
Man. Yeah, man. I ain't peaking high school. Come on, baby. I'm still getting after it over here, baby.
Football purposes, though.
Yeah. I caught me some allergies on the way. I caught me some of them. But other than that, baby, I'm living. Yeah.
Ah, man. Give me one more second.
What about your boy? What about your DB? Akello Island and Pierre Island.
I already counted them out.
You ain't feeling them at all?
They're kind of like the offensive line for me. I view them a little higher than the offensive line. They still got to prove it.
To me, I look at them like a gang of B's, no A though. Like a ton of like B's. Like their group is strong. As a unit, but they don't have like that alpha that him.
Akello does what he's been doing last year.
He could be that, yeah.
Levi maybe just improves a little bit what we've seen from him with the Bills the last 2 seasons. That's a really good group.
Yeah, where was Levi, you said?
With the Bills.
Oh, okay. Shout out.
And he had a couple good seasons.
Yeah.
These last 2 years.
Where was he playing?
I'll give him that. Up north.
Wow. It's up
across the border.
Bro,
up north.
What are we doing now? This ain't Dovey, you and Pitt. Like, come on, bro.
It's starting to feel that way.
No, it's not. Don't make it that way. It's like a brotherhood. We're all in this thing together.
Against the Patriots?
Yes. The evil empire. Come on, man. We're on the same team here.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so those are my 3. My answer will probably change if you ask me tomorrow.
Could that DB room change if James Bradbury was here?
Yeah, I think they'd be in the mix.
Still want to do it for you, though?
I don't think.
Okay.
I like the high end of the other 3 that I was talking about, of Minkah, TJ, and Cam Hayward. Okay. Like, I don't think Bradbury's on either of their levels.
Fair enough.
He's had some good seasons. He's a
Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he's had some good seasons. Yeah. Kind of fell off last year, wasn't the same.
Fair enough.
But
it happens a lot.
We would hope if we sign him, he'd get back to his peak form. So I'm going to go with, we're saying Tuitt's back. We're saying he's back. Okay. I'll go defensive line then.
I like it then, man. I like it.
Because, like I said, you got 2 Pro Bowl caliber. I mean, Cam Hayward's all pro. Mm-hmm. And you got Alu coming back. I like that unit.
Yeah. No, for me, man, I like the D-line a lot. Not only talking about the 3 high-end guys in terms of Cam, Tuitt, and Tyson, but also like Chris Wormley. There's another dude, man, that put together, was it 7 sacks last year?
6.
I would say so. 6 sacks last year. Montravius Adams, I definitely like what he's brought to the table in terms of depth. Isaiah Loudermilk, a guy that we've seen his improvements. People want him out there even more. And part of the reason why I have not been out there even more is because of how my man Wormley was playing. So shout out to that whole situation. But I also like DeMarvin Leal in there as well, man. I think that top to bottom, they are loaded. They have the high-end talent. They also have the depth. And they got guys that have actually played significant snaps. Like, think about this. Henry Mondeau is probably the last guy, when we're talking, because Carlos Davis,
Khalil Davis, probably like 7th or 8th on that depth chart right now.
I have him at 8. So I have, obviously it's Cam, Tuitt, Tyson. Those are the top 3. Then from there, I got Wormley, Montravius, and Loudermilk. that's the next, that gives you 6 right there. Then I'll go DeMarvin Leal over Mondo right now. So that's kind of how I look at it. But even Henry has started games. Henry has played significant snaps these past couple of seasons. So to me, I love the D-line. I'm comparing them, though, to the safety group because Minka and Edmonds, I like them a lot. But then I also like the depth behind him. When you talk about Casey, however we're going to pronounce it, I haven't figured it out just yet. But this dude led the league in picks one season. That's significant. He's also been a steady contributor at multiple places, so I do like that part as well. Miles Killebrew, even though he doesn't get a ton of safety reps, he's a special teams ace for us. We've seen him, have significant moments with that. Carl Joseph, former first-round pick, a guy that we personally feel could push Edmonds if it gets like that in terms of the training camp and stuff. And then we can't forget about Trey Norwood. He came in, had significant moments last year, still a young player finding his way, but I like their depth also. So the big thing for me just stems from availability. How confident am I that Tuitt is back? How confident am I that not only is he back, but he's fully invested? That's my biggest concern. I'm very confident in Tyson coming back. I'm just very skeptical about the Tuitt situation. And every single time we're trying to get answers about it, don't really get no answers about it. You get optimism. It's optimism, but we don't really get a definitive answer. And that was even in the recent comments from Kevin Colbert, if I remember correctly. So that's the biggest reason why, for me, I lean safety in terms of the strongest position group, because I can count on all of these guys right here. We know for a fact, barring injury, they're all going to be there. They're all available. They're ready to go. Whereas the D-line, dude, Kevin Colbert was still talking about Tuitt coming back from his knee injury. Like, that's what it shifted to now lately. I'm like, man, at first it was, is it a mental thing? Is he good? Is he ready to go? Then it was, okay, he had knee surgery at the beginning of last year. And now they're like, oh, he's still coming back from that. He's still getting his going. So I'm just, I don't like when it start feeling like it's multiple or he's getting moved. It's like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't be having to do that. And I understand they don't have to share this information, but they chose to. And I don't know. I did not feel as confident about it when I heard Kevin Colbert talking about the whole knee thing again. I'm just like, oh man, we're doing this now. Like, stop it. Like, so that's why for me, I'm gonna go safeties as the strongest position group, because they got the high end talent in terms of Minka, top 5 player at this position, league wide. You got Edmonds, who is a proven starter. You got Kazi, who is a proven starter who can push Edmonds, who led the league in picks at one time. Like I said, you got Carl Joseph, high pedigree guy. So for me, I like that a lot. Like I said, just top to bottom. You got age, you got youth, you got veteran experience, you got high end talent. I mean, it checks every box for me.
Yeah, I think I'm with you if the Tuitt situation's all over the place and we don't have clarity there, or he's just, he's back and he's not right. Definitely. But if he's right, are we both saying D-line?
Yeah, if he's back, but he's the biggest X factor. If he's back, man, come on, bro. Like, I love our D-line. Love the productivity, the high-end talent. Love the combination of age and youth. I love the fact that we got multiple 30-plus-year-olds in there still kicking booty. I'm always down for the 30 and up club. You know what I'm saying? 30s, they say 30s new 20. I don't want to go back to 20. I like 30s. It's awesome.
So the reason no outside linebacker is just after TJ. I think Highsmith.
You said after TJ. What you mean by that?
Who we got after TJ? That's the reason we don't have them.
Oh, no. So that's the big part.
Although if it was just the starters,
if we're talking just starters, that's a different conversation.
They may be one. They may be. I would put.
Are you taking TJ and Highsmith versus Cam and Tuitt?
Well, that's the thing. I would have it between D-line and outside linebackers. I would probably put safeties at third because I'd do TJ over Minka. I think you got to. And then Highsmith Edmonds, can you say it's a wash? Or I don't know. I'd say wash. Oh. But TJ over, he won the deep boy.
Right. No, I'm with you on that.
So if we're just going starters.
Yeah. So TJ versus Cam, and then you got Tuitt versus Highsmith.
Yeah, this is what I was telling you at the beginning, though. It's the problem with, now you have to throw Alu into the D-line, though, too, right? Are you just gonna say D ends?
I mean, you technically should throw him in there.
Yeah, that helps the defensive line out. But is age a factor? Is that a negative for Alu? Last time we saw him, he was good. But that was 2 years ago, really.
Yeah.
He got hurt at the beginning of this year.
So that means no bad tape since then. Is that not what it means?
Fair. But if we just want to compare Tuitt and Cam to Highsmith and TJ, that's tough. Because Hayward probably had his best season last year.
Mm-hmm. Cam is definitely better with age.
I do think Highsmith's going to be better, though, as well this year.
Highsmith's ready for a breakout, bro.
Yeah, he's on a stock-up
I'm not going to lie. He has me hyped, bro. Like, every season so far, he continues to improve. He's looking more and more mature. I'm excited to see him when we get to OTAs. Like I said, that starts was at the May 24th, that time frame. So I'm super excited to just see what he's looking like, because I feel like he's definitely like, every year we talk like, yo, that's the one. He just prime. It's one of them times. I just feel like he's ready for it, bro. Yeah. And TJ's gonna be getting even more attention now that he got the depot.
Yeah. So the only thing with outside linebackers then, whenever we're talking about the position group depth, is Avery and Simon and Tuska. Mm-hmm. I don't mind Avery and Simon though,
bro. Why you gotta slander Tuska?
We just really haven't seen him with the Steelers just
Tuska?
yet.
Don't slander Tuska, bro. You don't like Tuska? Is he your Cassius Marsh now? I'm feeling like he's your Cassius, bro.
Because with Marsh,
how tall is he? He might. Oh, he's 6'5". He's 6'5".
He'd whoop my ass just like Marsh would.
He's 246 though. Deke, y'all catch weight. He's 245. You 246. You meet him somewhere. Meet him in the middle. Where you want me?
I could probably meet him in the middle.
So say it, bro.
That's gonna be a month of supersize me type of stuff.
And plenty of white claws.
Yeah, exactly. I think safety and D line. I'd say that's it, and it all depends on Tuitt.